Hey, y'all, listen. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Welcome into the building. We got stuff to talk about. Yes, we do. So welcome into the building for Monday Night Trending Topics. So glad to see y'all here. I see y'all out there, and I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. And don't forget, as you come in, hit the like button. Diva's working. The least you could do is hit the like button for me. Listen, people, tonight's title is What a Mess. What a hot, stinking, flaming mess. You got Jaguar Wright saying that Tony Buzbee called her. Tony, the lawyer that's, fighting against, got the victims against Diddy and one against Jay-Z. Now, it's the same victim against Diddy and Jay-Z, but you know what I'm talking about. Tony Buzbee. Come on, Tasha. Come on in the building because we got to talk. We got a lot to talk about. Yeah, so Tony Buzbee is saying he ain't called Jaguar. He's not trying to work with Jaguar. And Jaguar is saying that Tony called her. You know what the whole problem is with this Diddy thing? And remember, I said it from the beginning. We don't know the truth from a lie because everybody seems to be lying and trying to rewrite history. And I mean everybody. They're lying, trying to rewrite history. I don't know if Tony called Jaguar, Jaguar called Tony at this point. I have no idea, no clue. But we're going to talk about it because it's a hot mess. What a mess. What a mess. Then we're going to talk about Jamie Foxx. We talked about it the other day where he was at his birthday dinner with his family, his two daughters and one of the baby mamas. And a Patreon's from another table threw a glass, hit Jamie on the lip. Now, this man survived a whole stroke, was in a coma for 20 days, had to learn how to walk again, talk, all that good stuff, only to go celebrate his birthday, eating dinner, and somebody throws a glass at him and he got to get stitches. Now, I don't know if it's so, but many people are saying that some people are upset that for his Netflix special, he said no more white women. So they're calling him racist. Listen, comedians got it. Listen, I think everybody just got it rough out here. Comedians got it rough. They can't even be comedians no more. They can't tell a joke because once they say something out their mouth, people want to cancel them. So now because what's his name? Jamie Foxx said no more white women, they want to cancel him. They want to call him a racist. Now listen, he know he ain't gonna stop messing with no white woman. And my thing is, like who you like. I don't really care. If he got a preference, let him be with who he want to be with. Listen, y'all, don't be crying. I don't care what race you are. Don't be crying over these men that are for the streets. If they for the streets, leave them in the streets and thank God that somebody else is with them so that you don't have to bump into them. Leave them in the streets where they belong. I don't give a darn who Jamie Foxx dates. It's his business. But apparently the people are upset. And that could be the reason why that altercation happened in the restaurant and he had to get stitches. We're going to talk about it. Then we got to talk about Alex Spiro, who is Jay-Z's attorney, saying Jay-Z is upset. Jay-Z is upset that Tony Buzbee named him in the lawsuit, accusing him of violating a 13-year-old. Then the 13-year-old, who was listed as a John Doe, but she is now a grown woman, she went on, what was it, NBC, and she did an interview with them. As a result of her interview with NBC, there was a lot of inconsistencies in her story. Her own father, who gave the sperm to bring her into this world, her own father says he doesn't remember picking her up from anywhere, but then he do remember picking her up one time. Listen, it's a mess. But her father said he don't remember. And there was some other inconsistencies in her story. So now first she got this wrong, that wrong. Now she's saying perhaps, maybe the year is wrong. Maybe it was 2003. Well, in 2000, if she was 13, that would mean in 2003, she was at least 16 or 17. It's a mess. It's a bunch of lies in these streets. And you can't tell who's telling the truth or who's lying. So, Lakeisha, thank you for this information. You said, let me see. Jag-Tony victims all being bullied, Diva. I bet families threaten careers to be destroyed. Jay-Z and Diddy coming after these people hard because they know they are guilty. Nobody going to talk. Well, Lakeisha, you know what? Let me say this. All jokes aside. From the very beginning, I said, let due process happen, right? I said, and I've been saying that for Diddy, but you know what's funny? Now everybody is saying, let due process happen with Jay-Z. What's the difference between Jay-Z and Diddy? Is it because we like one better than the other? Because the people was throwing tomatoes at me when I said, let's see what happens here. Let due process happen. Tasha, due process did work for Trump. He was found guilty. But it's just, but what he's dealing with right now is a whole nother ball game that I don't want to roll down that road right now yet. But Trump was found guilty. He was found guilty. Matter of fact, Trump even lost some civil suits and was ordered to pay. So, Jay-Z lawyer, Alex Spiro, he comes out today and says, Jay-Z is upset. He's mad that his name is being dragged in these streets. He wants Tony Buzbee, and I'm, paraphrasing a little bit, disbarred. And this is the thing I want to deal with tonight. Because I had to run it back a couple times and make sure I heard what I heard. And I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. But Alex Spiro said, Jay-Z don't really know Diddy like that. I said, what happened? He don't mess with him like that. He did what professionals do when they see each other at the war show or at some professional events. They pretty much dapped it up, but Jay-Z don't know him like that. I said, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I said, I get it. Diddy's name is Mud now. I get it. But what people can't do is rewrite history. You can't rewrite history. Kenzie said, with Diddy case, we saw him on tape beating Cassie. But that's exactly what we saw, though. We saw him on tape beating Cassie. There's a lot of men, unfortunately, and there's a lot of women, unfortunately, that are busting up their partners right now. But are all of those men and women, should we say they are guilty of arming people, are guilty of racketeering, are guilty of S trafficking. Yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of couples out there right now that are putting their hands on each other. But does that mean they robbed the bank, the corner store? And do we wait till we see perhaps maybe a video with Jay-Z and then we say, oh, okay, now we believe it? Now I'm 10 toes down. I'm 10 toes down. The Fed's been to a lot of people's houses. I hear you, Kingsley, but the Fed's been to a lot of people's houses. Yes, and I believe if you've been following me, innocent until proven guilty for both of them. But what I'm talking about here has nothing to do with any criminal case or anything like that. I'm talking about Jay-Z lawyer acting like he wasn't friends with Diddy. I said, stop it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Now, Diva went to the community college. In every school I graduated from, I was in the graduating class. I wasn't at the top of the graduating class. But I ain't that slow. You want to say out your mouth that your client only in professional settings would dap it up with Diddy, but he don't know him like that. He don't know him like that. There's a video out there when Jay-Z was doing a concert and Diddy comes behind him. And I'm not talking about in no crazy way, y'all. I'm talking about how friends do friends. Diddy comes behind him and slap him on the bum twice. Like, yo, get that, get that. Like, go ahead, do your thing. You let somebody that's not your friend tap you on the bum and say, do your thing? Out of Diddy's mouth and Jay-Z's mouth, they both said the only ones that call them by their first names is each other. So you don't know Diddy like that, but he can call you Sean Carter and nobody else can, and you could call him Sean Combs. Now, Alex Spiro, I like you, but you got to miss me with the nonsense of Jay-Z don't know Diddy like that. I would have preferred if you would have just said, listen, they were friends over the years. They've been friends for decades. But my client does not agree with or align with what Diddy is currently being accused of. And on that note, he got to back away. But to try to play in our face like Jay-Z don't know Diddy and they wasn't friends, I can't get with that. I can't get with that. And then listen, Diddy has been at the Rock Nation brunch. Rock Nation brunch, I think, started in 2011. If you know anything about the Rock Nation brunch, it's invite only. That's a Jay-Z and the Beyonce thing. Or if you want to just say Jay-Z, it don't matter, whatever. Rock Nation. Jay-Z company. Every year, I think last year he didn't give the brunch. Every year he gives a brunch and it's invite only. So the man you don't know that you just friendly with when you see him, he's at your Rock Nation brunch. But you ain't really cool with him like that. You got to make that make sense to me. Especially when LL Cool J, and y'all could Google this. Y'all could Google this. LL Cool J said he could not get an invitation to the Rock Nation brunch because Jay-Z was pissed at him about something that happened years ago. So he can't get an invite to the Rock Nation brunch, LL Cool J. But Diddy, who you ain't even cool with like that, he's at the brunch and so is his kids. There's pictures. Didn't he do business with Diddy? Everybody wants to rewrite history when it comes to Diddy. But what they got to understand is you can't rewrite history. None of us can. We ain't got no time machine. You can't go back in time. Everybody now, they denying Diddy. But see, what they need to understand is in 2025, a trial is going to happen. And I can go 10 toes down with anybody. I can say, listen, yo, you know, we was at that Diva, that Diddy thing. Listen, they called me and I got to go testify. Here's our story. We can band together and act like we going to lie. But guess what? When the truth is in you and them lawyers get the question, you understand, under pressure, the truth is going to come out. Your lies are going to be inconsistent and you will be busted. So you mess around and you lie now, but your name may come up at that trial. Then what you going to do? Stop the lies. Just tell the truth. And you know what's funny? As I was doing research, you know, so the stories I bring up, I read the articles, then I try to do a little research so we can have us a nice little conversation. I was doing research. I was like, wow, these people really, they denying Diddy he was the devil. They couldn't stand him. They stopped talking to him, whatever. You want to know what I find is wild? Why on the Love album? Don Richard and Kalana, they participated on the Love album. I said, holy smokes, you got to stop the lies. Don Richard was quoted the other day as saying she would never get over what Diddy did to her. Well, she must have got over it in like 2022 or 2021 because, listen, let me share the screen real quick. She on the Love album. The Love album is recent. Let me see where this thing is at. Hold on 1 second. I got so much screens open here. I have to figure this out. I may have to go and bring, oh, here he is, Off the Grid. You want to know what's crazy? Don't art imitate life, the Love album, Off the Grid. Ain't Diddy darn near off the grid now when it comes to how prestigious he was? Let's look at this a little bit. Hold on 1 second here. Let me look where I was trying to look at. Let me see where I'm trying to see. All right. What song is this? Let me calm down. Tiana Telly. There's a lot of people on these things. This thing. Let me see. I gotta go. Christopher Wallace. Now his name. Let me see. Let me go. Here it is. Number 15. Mind Your Business. It's Kalana. Okay, Kalani. Or am I thinking the wrong one? Maybe that's somebody else. Maybe that's not the same person. But Don Richard is on here. Let me see. Let me go back to what song Don Richard is on. Don Richard is on here. I should have queued it up. I should have left it queued up to the exact spot. But y'all could go check it out. But either way, though, too, look at Justin Bieber's on here. There's a lot of people. I don't think that's not the Kalana I'm talking about. Tiana Taylor. You know what? I got to go back. As I'm going through the story, I'll bring it back up. But Don Richard is on here. And I'm like, why would Don Richard be on here? She just said that this man was the devil. But she's on one of these songs, y'all. I got to go. Here she is, right here. Number 2, Deliver Me. performed by Diddy Dirty Money, featuring Busta Rhymes. And it says Combs and Don Richard. And then here it is, Kalani, Kalani, whatever. What song is that again? So I won't forget. Deliver Me. Number 3 on the Love album. The Love album ain't old, y'all. Diddy Dirty Money, performed by Diddy Dirty Money, Don Richard and Kalani. Now, Don Richard was just quoted as saying she will never, ever. Yeah, the track is good. This is only 2024, though, Lawson. You said this is a very old track and wasn't recorded in 2023 or 2022 or even 2018. This song is from the early 2010s. Could he put that song on there, though, without them re-signing to it? Could he use them like that without them re-signing to it? Featuring, it says Diddy Dirty Money featuring Busta Rhymes? I don't know if they... No, I just increased matters. I just brought it up right here. Song number 3. Kalani and Don Richard, Diddy Dirty Money. But either way, y'all get my point. The Love album is recent. Now, listen, I done talked enough, but we got stuff to talk about here. Okay? And I got to bring the people on in the building. Y'all know, thank you, Tay Tay. Y'all know what I need in that chat. I need a what? I need a choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. It is Monday night trending topics, and we got stuff to talk about. And it is called What a Mess. We got Jaguar Wright and Tony Buzbee. We got Jamie Foxx and we got Alex Spiro, Jay-Z lawyer, talking about he upset and he don't know Diddy. But anywho, we're going to get into it, people. Let me bring the people on in the building. Hold on one second. Hey, Tay Tay.
Hello, it's me.
Hey, Julius. Hey, Katrina.
Hey, y'all, hit the like button. I'll be in the chat watching.
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. You know what story we going to start out first with? Let's do this Jamie Foxx story. This Jamie Foxx story is interesting to me. Yeah, these people be lying need to be charged, don't they though? Don't they though? So they could stop the lies. So they could stop the lies. All right. So let's get into this Jamie Foxx story first. You know, Jamie Foxx, I watched this special. I don't know if y'all watched this special over there on Netflix. Throw it in the chat and let me know if you saw it. It's the Jamie Foxx special. What had happened was I thought it was really good. I mean, maybe because I like Jamie Foxx and maybe because I was really waiting to hear his side of the story, exactly what happened to him. But I thought it was a really good show. So Katrina, you giving feedback. Yeah, thank you. Does that all sometime. I don't know why. Okay, maybe it's better now. Okay, so I thought it was good. You enjoyed it too, Lexi. Yeah. So during that special, I mean, he talked about a lot of stuff, and he talked extensively about what happened to him. He addressed whether it was Diddy or not, and pretty much said no, it wasn't Diddy. He had a brain bleed. He said it happened pretty quickly, how he went to the hospital, they sent him home, and then his sister had to take him back, and how if it wasn't for his sisters and his sister and his 2 daughters, he probably wouldn't be here. But he also addressed him dating white women. And, he joked. I thought it was a joke. I didn't think he was serious. But he joked about how no more white women. Well, they're saying, they're calling him a racist behind that now. They're calling him a racist. And speculation is that perhaps that fight that happened at the Mr. Child's when he was there the other day, it could be because people are upset about what he said on his Netflix special. So Jamie Foxx branded a racist woman hater at the anti-white rant a year after Ray Starr was at the center of an anti-Semitism scandal. So Jamie Foxx has been branded a racist woman hater after an anti-white rant just 1 year after the actor was forced to apologize for a controversial post that was branded anti-Semitic by followers. Radar Online can reveal that the actor Insane found himself at the center of another controversy as fans are left suspecting he took a nasty swipe at his longtime ex, Katie Holmes, in his new Netflix special. What had happened was after he made a remark about white women. Now, to be honest with you, when I watched it, the last thing I thought is that he was trying to take a swipe at Katie. But you know, now you can't say anything and people coming for your neck. On the Netflix special, Fox 57 spoke about his dating life, despite being very private about his relationships. He says, "Sisters, I'm here to tell you, I've been cured. I've been cured of everything. No more white girls. I'm serious. No more white girls. No more white girls. No more white girls." Foxx and Holmes kept their 6-year relationship private while dating from 2013 to 2019. After a few rare appearances together during their romance, Holmes ended their romance as they were living very different lives. Sources close to the couple said at the time, it has been many years of him stepping out with other women. He's disrespectful and their lives were different. His partying ways don't fit with hers, and she's focused on raising her daughter and working. So Fox's relationship status with his latest girlfriend, Alex, after the duo confirmed their romance back in August 2023. The backlash surrounding Fox's comments about white women comes as the actor had to receive stitches after allegedly being involved in an altercation at Mr. Chow, a high-end Chinese restaurant. While celebrating his birthday, police are called to the restaurant after receiving a call about a reported assault with a deadly weapon. According to reports, the assault with a deadly weapon was unfounded, but an altercation between two parties did occur. A police spokesperson said Jamie Foxx was at his birthday dinner when someone from another table threw a glass that hit him in the mouth. He had to get stitches and is recovering. The police were called, and the matter is now in law enforcement's hands. So Foxx found himself in hot water once again last year and was forced to apologize for a controversial post that was branded anti-Semitic by fans. On Instagram, the actor posted a message that said, "They killed this dude called Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you?" The post included the hashtags fake friends and fake love and received a massive amount of backlash before Foxx apologized. He wrote, "I want to apologize to the Jewish community and everyone who was offended by my post. I know my choice of words have caused offense, and I'm sorry. That was never my intent." In the Netflix special, Foxx also shared details surrounding a private health scare in April 2023. The 56-year-old actor admitted that he doesn't remember 20 days following a brain bleed that led to a stroke. After 20 days in the hospital, Foxx said he woke up and was in a wheelchair. Foxx added the whole scenario felt like an effing prank. Listen, I think comedians now, they have it so hard because everything they say is scrutinized to the highest level. But Tay, what are your thoughts?
I just love the Jamie Foxx special about what happened to him. He said his daughter saved him. He said that she played the guitar to save him. Right there. I feel the motion right there between the daughter and the father love right there. I was crying right there. Yes, I do remember he dated Tom Cruise ex-wife, Kate Holmes. Yeah, nobody forgot about that either. I mean, yeah, some people think the joke is too serious about you saying that don't need to white blah 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 blah, because people take that very serious right there. I mean, comedy is a comedy, you know, Diva. It is a comedy, but comedy now like we used to when we was kids, like way back those days, Diva, long time ago. Everybody's taking this like, how do I say this? That gets accessible, to get their feeling heard about the joke thing right there. I mean, what else you want us to do? I mean, comedy is supposed to be funny, like it is way back. That's all, Diva.
Thank you. Where am I at? Katrina, your thoughts?
Yes. My thoughts is I hope he gets better. I'm glad he's up walking around, talking, telling everything. Um, if he don't want to date any more white people, I mean, that's his preference. We can't judge. We can't make him date white people. I don't think he was being racist or anything about like that. But I'm just saying, if that's his preference, if he don't want to do it, I mean, he don't have to do it. People date whoever they want to date nowadays. We can't make no decision for nobody because everybody got their own mind. We just hope they use it. And hopefully that Jamie is staying on track and watching his surroundings. But that's all I got, Diva.
Thank you. Julius, your thoughts?
Okay, so this reminds me of the Dave Chappelle thing. And the thing about it is, we know from public record, Dave Chappelle ran the joke by his trans friend. He ran the joke by her and she laughed her behind off. It was the people on the outside that, well, we know the end result of that friend. People on the outside who don't have a sense of humor. Now, back to the current thingy thing. Now, we all know Jamie loved him some vanilla. His cream swirl. Look, I love me my male vanilla cream swirl. I can't lie. It's what I like. Not that I'm not open to others. It's just what I like. I like my vanilla cream swirl. He likes his vanilla cream swirl. People, the point is, get a grip and have a dang sense of humor, please. Y'all giving me PTSD.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Felicia, your thoughts?
Good evening, everybody. I hope you all had a good weekend. I'm going the other way. We tired of this old hoe on the street. You know what? I'm sick of him. He ain't made a commitment to nobody and nothing. Walk around with his daughters. Everybody go, I don't know who the mama is. We never see the mother. We don't see this one. We don't see that one. So he took a glass to the face and got busted. I love it. He had to go get stitches. You know what? Lisa said the other day, stay home, Jamie. It's safer. Stay home. I don't find anything entertaining about anything he had to say because he is not a person who makes a commitment to anybody. So he's trashing everybody out here. What he's telling sisters? Who's he talking to? So now that you beat up, busted down, you done had a brain bleed and everything, probably need a care nurse and all this stuff, you want to come back to the sisters? I don't think so, Jamie. I don't think so. Is that what he was saying during the show? Because I didn't watch.
He just said that I ain't messing with you, Felicia. He just said he's cured. And now he coming back to the sisters.
Yeah, okay. So after a major brain bleed, you're in a wheelchair, you don't know what happened for 20 days in your life. You're coming back to the sisters. He's insulting.
Oh my God.
Whoever took that glass and bust his mouth, because that's exactly where it was supposed to go, kudos to them. I'm done.
Yikes, Samaya. I know that's right. Yikes. Katrina, I went to Katrina. Did I ask you already? Did you speak?
Yeah, you got me already.
Girl, okay. I just cannot right now. All right. Well, okay, Jamie Foxx. Okay, Jamie. Okay. All right. All right. So we shall carry on. Okay. I'm even lost as to where I'm at. Let me go to Jaguar and Tony Buzbee. Okay. Let me say this. Jaguar, there's a lot of names that are kind of swirling around on the YouTube streets, right? And Jaguar name is one of those names that swirls around on the YouTube streets. You got some people that believe every word that come out her mouth. Jaguar's talking the truth. Jaguar's 100%. And you got other people giving her the side eye saying like, hey, how does Jaguar know all this information? And then you got people saying, listen, you can't take her for every word that she says because she has, mental health issues. But what's interesting is even people who feel she has mental health issues, they still interview her on the platform. They still allow her to speak, and they still, want kind of hear her story. Are they contributed to exploiting her? Knowing that perhaps she has issues, but they let her come up and tell these outrageous stories, and these outrageous stories end up getting her in trouble. But then you got to say to yourself, well, can you blame a YouTuber for letting her up when you got someone else like a Piers Morgan who, this was his job forever, and you're allowing her to come up on your platform? And remember, Piers Morgan had to walk back stuff that he allowed Jaguar to say on his platform about Jay-Z and Beyonce. So it's messy. But Jaguar came and said that Tony Buzbee, the disgraced law firm, if you ask me, or the disgraced lawyer, she came out and said that Tony Buzbee, they called her and wanted to work with her on this whole Jay-Z thing. And they came out and said, nah, we ain't working with Jaguar. Jaguar called us, but we are not working with her on this Jay-Z case. It's messy, y'all. That's why I said the title of this is What a Mess. So let me get to this. Tony Buzbee denies working with Jaguar. He's saying that Jaguar called his office, and Jaguar is saying that they called her. Will we ever know the truth? I don't know, because you know what? We can't get to the truth in this Diddy situation and matter. So Tony Buzbee, he said, I'm not working with Jaguar Wright in the Jay-Z lawsuit. Now, maybe I'm getting too technical, but when I first read this, I said, okay, he said, I ain't working with her in the Jay-Z lawsuit. Now I ain't working with her, period. But should we be getting technical, or are we going to just take it for the word for what it is? He's not working with Jaguar Wright. So Tony Buzbee is denying claims he's working hand in hand with Jaguar Wright as part of his art lawsuit against Jay-Z. Now, here's the deal. Jaguar posted a video on social media this week claiming she was contacted by Buzbee's law firm, which is representing a Jane Doe who is suing Jay, as well as more than 100 alleged Diddy SA victims. Now, in case you haven't heard this, we'll listen real quick. And y'all got to listen closely and try to tell me, do you think she called, or do you think they called her? Let's listen.
I know that the attorneys were wanting to speak to you, but I don't think that they knew how to get in touch with you exactly, or they had tried to. And I was just telling your producer, we received an email that everything was encrypted. They didn't say who they were, but they left this phone number.
Oh.
And it was pretty informative and a little different than normal, and so I thought I would call, and I'm glad I did. So, would it be okay if one of our attorneys called you?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, because the truth is, everything that's happening to your firm has been happening to my life for the past 15 years because of the Carters.
Right.
Yeah.
We are somewhat familiar with everything that you've said. I know you've been online a long time.
Yes.
Talking about all of this.
Yes, trying to gain awareness.
Go ahead, ma'am.
No, I said just trying to gain, give the public some awareness.
All right, I'm sorry, y'all. It seems like my internet is spinning there. We'll wait till it comes back. We'll give it a few minutes. But so far, I'm like, I don't know. This thing could kind of go either way. It's like Jaguar appeared to need mental health intervention. Well, I think Dot Willie is no different than with her. Okay, wait. I think it's coming back up. Let's see.
Absolutely. And so would it be okay if an attorney reached out? And
absolutely, we can talk on Monday. And you can just it was lovely speaking with you.
It's very nice speaking to you too.
Okay.
Okay, so Monday is what I'm going to call?
Yeah, it was a fallback Monday.
How's the Tony Buzbee law firm? You're being charged with doing stuff with minors. Your alleged son, who you've been avoiding doing DNA tests for over a decade. His mother was a minor. People are coming forward from Foxy Brown's high school talking about how you regularly picked her up after school, and it was kind of a known fact that was your chick. Wanna know what's funny? 2010, she finally admitted it. Y'all thought I was messing with AZ, and then you thought I was messing, you thought I had Rick Ross' baby, and you thought it was Nas, and the real nigga was Jay-Z.
Ay. So in the video posted on X, Jaguar filmed herself talking with a woman who seemingly worked for a law firm, which Jaguar claimed was Buzbee's. Thing is, Buzbee said Jaguar called his intake staff and apparently recorded the video of the conversation she had with the woman. But Buzbee made it clear he is not working with Jaguar in any capacity. Now, if you remember when Jaguar went on Piers Morgan and she said that Jay-Z and Beyonce was a nasty little couple, well, Piers Morgan had to walk that back. Let's take a listen. Now, Jaguar made a bunch of allegations. The commercials there against Jay-Z and Beyonce over the years, including a recent interview with Piers Morgan. Let me just skip that stuff. Let's see. Let's skip the commercial. Okay, here we go.
On Tubi. Well, last week I interviewed Jaguar Wright, a singer-songwriter who's made claims about Diddy for years. Those claims had already received a lot of attention in the media across many platforms for many years. And that's the thing about platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored, but like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologize to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Piers Morgan had to walk that thing back. Let me just make sure I pause this. Hold on, guys. All right. So over the years, including a recent interview with Piers Morgan, where she claimed the Carters had even more victims than Diddy. The Piers Morgan interview ultimately got blasted by Jay's attorney, Alex Spiro, who questions Piers' ethics for airing what the Carters say are false allegations against them. And Piers ended up issuing an on-air apology to Jay and Bay. A client of Buzbee is suing Jay, claiming the rapper and Diddy drugged and art a 13-year-old girl at a party following the MTV Music Awards in 2000. But he says Jaguar is not involved in the litigation. For his part, Jay has vehemently denied the claims in the lawsuit and gone after Buzbee, informing a judge there's reason to believe Buzbee is pressuring potential clients to make false allegations in lawsuits. In the same video where she seemingly sets up a call with a law firm, Jaguar makes a ton of other claims, alleging Jay-Z fathered a child with a minor who had a relationship with Foxy Brown when she was in high school. We reached out to Jay's camp. So far, no word back. Tay, your thoughts?
I don't know what everybody was thinking, so I can speak for them. My question is, what is she wearing? When we first saw that video, Diva, what is that? Like a dress, something?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I was thinking, everybody was thinking at the same time, like, what's that she wearing? I didn't know who Jaguar was. I didn't know who she was at all, Diva. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know who she was. I said, good luck, Jaguar, but talk to the lawyer something. That's all I can say, Diva.
Thank you, Tay. Julius, your thoughts?
She needs a mental evaluation and mental health. She wanted to say so strongly with certainty, oh, you're being charged. Does she realize the claims made against Jay-Z have to be investigated? He's not charged. He has not been brought for arraignment. Therefore, Jaguar, your claim is unfounded. She's been making a whole lot of... She's very unstable. Very. And I'm starting to not believe what she's been saying. It's
Thank you,
just not
Julius.
adding up.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Felicia, your thoughts?
Well, I got a problem with Tony Buzbee. He ain't nothing but trash. He's from the streets. He's for the streets. He should be honored. Anybody would want to go talk to him at this point. He hasn't been cleared about his position. What's the situation? He dumped his client, left her out there on her own. I'm talking about Jane Doe, BMA Jane Doe. And it is my hope that he does get disciplinary charges brought against him, that he is temporarily at least censured for some while and cannot practice. The things that I've been reading about him, he's not honorable. He is not ethically correct, and he has not been a good lawyer to his clients. As far as Jaguar Wright, I have no comment on what she said or how she thinks, or I've seen her on these streets for some time. But I think the issue here is the question you asked. How did that go? Who may have called who? It was 50-50 for me, dear. I couldn't determine because woman said, well, we were trying to reach you and, calling you back. So I don't know. Based on what I heard, it could go either way. But, Tony Buzbee is scared. And no, he wasn't going to take her call. He wasn't going to speak to her or anything. Alex Spiro and Sean Carter got him on the run. And if he were to talk to her, he probably would get another lawsuit dropped against him as well. So at this point, I think they're trying to clean up this particular Jane Doe situation. I feel really bad for this VMA Jane Doe because I believe that she was deserted and left out there to defend herself. And many of us would agree that she did a very, very poor job of having done so.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Katrina, your thoughts? Katrina, are you there? All right, I'm not sure what happened to Katrina, but we're going to roll into our last story. So the last story is, Alex Spiro, Jay-Z lawyer. He did a little press conference today. And in his press conference, he pretty much, said Jay-Z is upset. He said Jay-Z is upset. And Jay-Z don't know Diddy like that. Let's take a listen, and then I'll show you some more stuff. Hold on one second. Let me share screen. Hopefully my it'll act right and the video will play. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. Okay, hopefully it will play for y'all smoothly.
He's upset. He's upset that somebody would be allowed to do this, and make a mockery of the system like this. He's upset that this distracts and dissuades real victims from coming forward. He's upset that his kids and his family have to deal with this. He's upset, and he should be upset.
Will Mr. Carter say anything more specifically about Mr. Combs? He didn't really address him in his statement, but anything since outlets and internet speculation have tried to affiliate them, he didn't really, in his statement, specifically say anything about any of the allegations.
I mean, Mr. Carter has nothing to do with Mr. Combs' case or Mr. Combs. They knew each other professionally for a number of years, just like in all professions. People know each other. At the music awards, they support each other. If you go to the NBA All-Star game, they support each other. That's just how professions work. There is no close association between any of them. It's also a matter of fiction. That's all that there is. He doesn't know anything about the charges or allegations against him. He has nothing to do with that case.
Okay, so let me X out of
Friday is a big day for sure.
Okay. So unfortunately, so he's denying Diddy. He said he don't know him, but when you see people professionally, you support them professionally. And I said to myself, that's interesting that he would take that stance. To me, take the stance of, they were once friends. But once he found out that his friend was into such sinister stuff, he no longer associates with him like that. So I told y'all, and you can look this up yourself, the Rock Nation brunch, can't anybody just show up there. You have to be invited, and you have to personally be invited by Jay-Z. So as early as, I'm going to say, what was it, 2023? Because I want to say this year, the brunch was canceled, right? In 2023, guess who was at the Rock Nation brunch? The people he don't deal with, the people who he just says hello to professionally. That's who was at the brunch there. So if you, I'm waiting, my computer's being so slow today, but okay, these are pictures, okay? What a brunch. Congratulations to all the winners and nominees of this year's Grammys. See you next year, Rock Nation brunch, okay? This was in 2023. We're only in 2024. So actually, let me see if it'll come up there. Okay, there we go. Of course, you got the lovely Beyonce, his wife. Okay, there you go. With Little Kim. And you go, some more people at the brunch. Oh, hold on now. Look at the Combs family there. Look at Justin Combs. Look at Christian Combs. And look at Quincy. Ain't that something? The man that you don't really got nothing to do with, the fam is at the brunch, and so was Diddy. Okay. So in 2024, they did not have the brunch, but in 2024, a lot did not happen and go down because a lot of people was, they was like, trying to shy away from parties because of the whole Diddy situation. Let me share screen again. Hold on. I have some more. Katrina, your thing is giving a ton of feedback.
It's crazy. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. Just drop down.
Okay. All right. All right. So let me just go back up for 1 minute. Let me bring in some more stuff here. Hold on. Let me see what else I got set up. Hopefully it'll play. Elite Leo said it's a networking event, but you won't invite LL Cool J because you mad at him, but you want to invite somebody that you ain't really cool with like that. Okay. Yeah, I can't go for that. I think Spiro, he spoke too soon, too fast. And because there's too much evidence out here that they were more than just saying hello at industry events. Now, this particular video, I'm not going to show the whole thing, but this is an event. They said Screen Fest in 2007. Somebody that you ain't really cool with, you're not chilling with, you're going to let them do this to you. So hold on. Let me see. I might have to back it up a little bit. I can't play a lot of this.
Take them back a little bit.
What's it, my nigga? You
Put
know
your
this,
Rockefeller
this shit
sign
is
on the bar.
City, nigga.
Put your rock.
Okay, so that was Diddy. Jay-Z's about to perform, and Diddy, gives him a friendly little tap on the butt. Now, this is a person that you don't really get down with like that. You got to miss me with the nonsense. I'm not having it. I'm not really going for it. Oh, they was just industry people who was seeing each other and being friendly here and there. Jay-Z isn't close to anyone who is loud and sloppy. Elite, you know him? Who is loud and sloppy. It's one of the reasons why Jay moved from the Dame. Dame was off the chain back in the day. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know none of these people. I guess maybe you know them and know that he wasn't really hanging with him like that, even though there's documented history about how Jay-Z and Diddy was always around each other. So Jay-Z and Diddy friendship timeline, hip-hop rivalry, collabs, Diddy legal trouble, okay? Look at those two together. The people that he just says hello to, if he bump into them at an industry situation, okay? That was in 2020. There's no way on the face of this earth Diddy and Jay-Z got more pictures than I have probably with my siblings, and I love my siblings to death, okay? All right, there's those two right there. So 1996, while Diddy was already a well-known music mogul, Jay-Z was finding success with his first album, He's Moved Out, which featured the late Biggie Smalls, and Notorious B.I.G. was signed to Diddy's label. 1997, following the unaliving of their mutual friend Smalls, Diddy agreed to collaborate with Jay-Z on his second album, In My Lifetime, Volume 1. They also worked together on the track, Do You Like It? Do You Want It? From Diddy's No Way Out album. That was 1997. Years later, Diddy said he saw Jay-Z filling the space that Smalls and the late Tupac had left behind. There they go in 1999. Y'all get my point. This is somebody you just waving at? Like, miss me with the nonsense. Jay-Z faced jail time for his role in the stabbing of Lance, okay, Rivera at the Kit Kat Club in New York. He received a 3-year probation, and Rivera confirmed 2 decades later Jay-Z was not the guy who actually stabbed me that night. He got probation, but then later on you said it wasn't him. Okay, well, that's fine. Diddy, meanwhile, received the 3-year probation for fleeing the scene of a nightclub shooting near Times Square with Jennifer Lopez. Both relieved to escape prison time. The two rappers bonded over their experience. They bonded, but Alex Spiro said they don't mean nothing to each other. Early 2000s, the couple, the two that are they just do pass by stuff. They just wave when they see each other at events, okay? Beyonce knows in 19, Jay-Z, 33 at the time, began dating after forming a friendship. The couple and Diddy were often seen attending each other's professional events and thrusting about their mutual success. 2003, Beyonce, now a huge solo artist after Destiny's Child disband, collaborated with Diddy on the song Summertime. Here we go, September 2005, to the people that are just passerby friends. They donate $1 million together for Hurricane Katrina relief. Okay, you could have picked anybody to donate this money with. It looks like that check says to me, Sean Combs and Sean Carter. There's other people he could have got together with to donate this $1 million. But we'll continue on because the lawyer said they don't really mean nothing to each other, okay? August 2007, Diddy and Jay-Z performed together at Screamfest, touring hip-hop festival, and Diddy was filmed slapping Jay-Z twice on the butt. Okay, but they ain't nothing to each other. June 2009, look at here. Look at Jay-Z, Diddy. Look at Beyonce down there. Okay, anywho, photos of Diddy partying with Jay-Z and other friends from the music industry were featured at the Rock and Roll of Hip Hop exhibition in Hollywood. Diddy spoke on camera about a picture showing the two men talking at one of his birthday parties. I was telling him how much I appreciate him coming. He said, and how much I value our friendship. The friendship that y'all don't have, Diddy. Somebody get that burner phone number and call Diddy over at the Metropolitan Detention Center and tell him that JC said they was never friends. People see us as competitors and different icons in the hip-hop game, but that was just a moment of two black brothers telling each other how much they appreciate each other. Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, who died in 2018, added with a smile, "We call that picture a secret society. All we ask is trust." 2010, Jay-Z and Diddy both top Forbes list of wealthiest hip-hop artists, asserting their dominance in the music and business. They publicly celebrated each other's achievements and were featured high on the list for several years. 2016, do I need to go on? They party with their stars, including Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, and Cassie at the MTV Video Music Awards after party in New York. Look at them. Look at you. Why are you hugging this man you don't know in 2020? This is only 2024, people. This was 4 years ago. Why are you embracing a man that you just speak to when you passing by at events? Somebody make this make sense to me. Diddy and Jay-Z toasted their careers at a Black Billionaire brunch hosted by Rock Nation. Diddy and Jay-Z hosted their careers at a Black Billionaires brunch hosted by Rock Nation. It's 2020, y'all, and it's different than when it was 2016. Diddy said at the event with Jay-Z nodding along, "The game has been elevated. As you know, there has no expense has been spared. We had a Black billionaire lunch here. Understand, right? And we're here together and keeping staying together. We're getting tighter and united we stand." Well, look at here. It's 2024. In April of 2022, the duo hung out together and posed for photos as they celebrated DJ Khaled being honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Why does he keep finding himself next to a person that he don't really care about, don't know, and never really mess with like that? According to Alex Spiro, June 2022, Diddy received the Lifetime Achievement Award at 2022 BET Awards, and Jay-Z appeared in a video montage paying tribute to his work in music. "He is this guy from a neighborhood similar to where I grown up that make it to these unreachable heights," he said. "Puff was the first one that came through and made us feel like it was us." You don't say. Then we know what happened once 2024 hit. March 2024, as accusations mount up against Diddy, fellow hip-hop star 50 Cent shared a controversial Instagram image, joking that Jay-Z might be missing or in hiding because he hasn't spoken out about Diddy. Multiple men and women alleged they were SA'd by Diddy, who was eventually arrested in September 24 following a grand jury indictment. He has denied all claims. Listen. December 2024, Jay-Z was accused alongside Diddy of R-ing a 13-year-old after the 2000 MTV Music Awards. Jay-Z fiercely denied the claims, issuing a statement alleging he was being blackmailed. The accuser's attorney, however, claimed she never demanded a penny from the rapper. I just took y'all down the timeline to show you that the man he don't mess with, don't never know, happens to get an invitation to Rock Nation events and LL Cool J, because he talked about Jay-Z being ugly a long time ago and really couldn't get no girls, ain't get a invite in decades, but Diddy did. Somebody make it make sense to me. And Callie said, I honestly have coworkers that I hung out with at every event, but I do not know them outside of work. I even went to one of their weddings. Well, I ain't doing all of that. That ain't what I do. K and J, I am on the train alone, but you know what? I don't mind being on the train alone because I'm on the train alone. But later on, guess what ends up happening? Everybody ends up getting on the train with me. So listen, I was the only one for a long time saying Diddy should get due process, innocent to proven guilty. Now, because Jay-Z is being accused, everybody's online on the train. You know, we need more evidence. Don't do that to Jay-Z, whatever. I cannot. Tay, what are your thoughts?
I mean, Diva, remember Jay-Z name was on the lawsuit when people say about his name with Diddy. Remember that, Diva?
Mm-hmm.
So, no, Diva, you're not alone. I'm with you on this right here. Because we see that picture together with those two on your other live. About, remember they standing outside, like, you know, drinking some champagne. And they like around the circle while Diddy was like the head of the family, and JC was on the right side of Diddy right there. So yeah, I ain't forgot about that, Diva. And tell that we see all that picture right there, Diva. After the years, how long they been know? They like a businessman. They know each other. Come on, JC. You know what Diddy been doing. The lies. As K.E. Burner said, the lies. Yeah, you know what's good. You know what that man been doing, JC. Come on, man. You know what he been doing. And you been into his what you call it? The party. And we got the picture right there too. The evidence is right there. Hello. That's all, Diva.
I appreciate you. Professional events where a whole lot of other celebrities are there and you don't have to sit next to Diddy. Professional events where Rock Nation, I keep telling y'all, is an exclusive event thrown by Jay-Z. He gives out the invitation. He didn't give one to LL. He could have not given one to Diddy. A professional situation where there's donating money to Hurricane Katrina, he could have got together with Oprah. But he wrote the check along with Diddy. Felicia, your thoughts?
Well, Diva, well. When you were playing the clip with Alex, I thought Alex was way out of bounds. I don't think that was a good move on his attorney's part. He didn't have to make all those comments. He didn't have to be so forceful. He was very strident. He was very much in the face of whoever asked him. So I'm not even sure who asked him. So I'm seeing it from just his view, and I don't like how he came across.
Come on now.
I'm not talking about who's your friend and who's not your friend. I am consistent. Shaquilla Robinson taught all of us, you have to have your own definition of friend, because if you take the general definition, you might find yourself not coming home from a vacation. So I'm going to be very clear, because I don't play. I stay consistent.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought as his attorney, he almost got way too personal.
Come on.
Because he does not know the details of the relationship between Mr. Carter and Mr. Combs.
Come on.
So I thought he was definitely out of bounds. He was way too personal, and this may cause things to come back and harm his client. So, based on what you shared with us, that timeline, there was a lot of different moments. It wasn't consistent. It was different events in different places and different people. So yes, they've worked together. They socialized together. They made their money together. And I did not hear Mr. Carter say that was not his friend, but I know he has told Alex, you speak for me. And so when Alex made that statement, I took it as Sean Carter making that statement. And I think that was a mistake. And I think it's going to come back to haunt the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
I appreciate you. Julius, your thoughts?
I mean, Miss Felicia just said it. Sometimes attorneys need to think in strategic ways when making a statement on behalf of their clients. But she pretty much said what I was thinking, and I co-signed what she said.
I appreciate you. Let me tell you how important this is, and when your lawyers speak for you, like, and I'm not. I mean, I feel like I showed you enough evidence. And you know, but this goes to people going to believe what they want to believe, and that's fine. But I thought he was way off collar. They did too much together. And let's be clear, because what Diddy is being accused of, how he just taped everything, we don't know who's going to show up on what tape. And I'm not even talking nothing sinister. We don't know what this man did tape, didn't tape. So it just here, LL Cool J laughs off not being invited to Jay-Z's Rock Nation brunch. If you go and look up that interview, I ain't got time because I ain't going to be here all night. If you go and look up that interview, he was mad at LL Cool J for something he said 1,000 years ago. Mm-hmm. So, and Elite Leo, listen, over here, you can stand on your ground and believe what you want to believe. I want everybody to have their thing. I'm not going to go back and forth about, you know, the question and try to define friendship. But what I am going to say is, when you dealing with law and you saying a statement like that in online for Diva, who went to the local community college, can pull up a timeline that looks like in a peer that they're more than just, hey, I'm seeing you at a work event. You too loose with the lips, and it's too fast, and it's too much. It's too much. There's no way I'm going to just donate money with somebody I don't really get down with. There's no way I'm going to show up to all of your professional stuff, because there's other people out there that have made professional stuff and they run in the same circles, and I'm going to do that with you, and I don't really get down with you like that. I'm not aligning my money, whether I'm a billionaire, a millionaire, or 1,000-year, I only got $100. I'm not aligning my money and put my name on a check with somebody that I don't really get down with like that. I wouldn't do it. And I'm definitely, because I think a wedding is something so personal, I'm definitely not going to your wedding. I don't even get down with you like that. And I got to pay my money? Because you got to give up a nice little check when you going to somebody's wedding. I'm not going to be in your face. I'm not going to be on an album. I'm not doing all of that if you and I don't even get down like that, because there's too many people in the industry that I do get along with that I could get on this album to do that. So I'm not really doing that. But you know what though? I'm aligned with you, Felicia. We don't have to agree on every single word of what each other's saying, but I'm aligning with you. When I heard Alex Spiro said that, I was like, wrong road. You can never get too cocky when it comes to these things. You have to always never underestimate your opponent. Now, I will say this. Now, let me see. Let me see. Let me present something here. Let me see. Now, what's the name? Buzbee is Buzbee. But just like everything Buzbee said don't have to be wrong, everything that Alex Spiro is saying don't have to be right. But at the end of this like article, right? Buzbee, let me just read the end. Typically, the defense is to attack the alleged victim. Mr. Spiro has decided to attack the alleged victim's lawyers. But I've been attacked before. This is Buzbee speaking, and won't be bullied. As for his client's non-relationship to P. Diddy, he said, I won't comment on that. He said, I won't comment on that. Now, I took that a whole nother way. He said, I won't comment on that. I'm taking it. He's not commenting on that because he knows in his heart of heart, like I'm saying, there's a lot of things that connect those two together. And as much as, Buzbee got it wrong with this particular client because of the holes in her story, don't mean that there's no evidence out there, those two people. And I think Alex Spiro took the wrong road. But those are my thoughts. Listen, I'm about to close this thing out. I really appreciate y'all for being here. If you didn't hit that like button on the way in, hit the like button on the way out, and we can still have a conversation about this. Let me see what LaDon said. Who in their right mind will say the only person that is allowed to call me Sean is Sean Carter, but you're not close? I'm trying to tell you, girlfriend. Jay-Z had us going, but now he proved himself a liar. What is wrong with him? Child. And his kids to the covenant brunch that everybody don't get our invite to. All three of his kids are there. You got to miss me with the nonsense. You got to miss me with the nonsense. You can fight for your life and leave Diddy's name out of it and still fight for your life. And you can even acknowledge, I used to hang with him. We used to do this together. We used to go here together. But all them things he's being accused of, I don't know about. Listen, if you ever go watch documentaries on serial killers, their own wives or spouses were shocked to find out what they were doing outside of their life with their spouse. Shocked. So it is a possible thing that you could have been friends with somebody forever and did not know their sinister side. But for you to deny that person altogether, it just don't make any sense. In 2023, the trio returned. Let me see what Bedside BK said. In 2023, the trio returned to perform the song "Deliver Me," featuring Busta Rhymes from Diddy's 5th album, the Love album, Off the Grid. I appreciate you. It was a remake. But listen, when people don't want to believe something, they don't want to believe something. I just, listen, if I couldn't stand you and what you did to me, I was never, ever going to get over. And then if I didn't come to do that Love album and I found out that I was on there, I would be kicking sand. She mentions nothing in her lawsuit about this Love album situation. To me, this would have been part of my lawsuit if I didn't agree to do it. I would have said, into insult to injury is when he put out that Love album, he got that song on there with me from Diddy Dirty Money, and I ain't get no money from it, and I didn't agree to it. Her name is on there. Now, y'all know all the time, y'all can miss me with the nonsense. Felicia, yes.
Yeah, I think there's a pattern here.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's with Sean Combs until Sean Combs gets exposed to be this person.
Come on now.
Because as mentioned, so Diddy Dirty Money got together and recorded Deliver Me in 2023. Yet 2 days ago or 3 days ago, Dawn Richard was talking about all the horrific things, and oh my God, when she looks back, she's loaded with regret. Well, girl, that was only 18 months ago. So you came back, you did this recording with him, even though you had all of this bad history. So it seems like it's almost like if all of them would get together and talk about how bad he was and how disgusting he was and this, and that. But because he was so generous with his money and his substances and his parties, and he always foot the bill, they would go along to get along. And so this distancing is just making them look like poor friends, non-loyalist liars. And that's on them.
Yeah.
That's on them.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Felicia. So Lawson, okay, he's strong on them, but she filed a lawsuit. So when she filed a lawsuit, I'll give you that for speaking purposes. So let's do this. Let me give you that one for speaking purposes. But when she filed the lawsuit, I would have added in that lawsuit for the Love album, and I didn't even get paid. Why wouldn't she add that? So we're going to move on. Listen, guys, y'all know how we get down over here. We break it down. We look up, we investigate, and then we have a conversation about it. And we never have to agree. We just throw the stuff out there so we can have a conversation about it. All of them are muddying the waters. And then you want to know what's wild? Now the lawyers are muddying the waters too. The lawyers, the victims, the accusers, the clients. It's a hot, flaming mess. Let me see. I'm about to close out. Did Dawn went behind her group members' back and got with Dirty Money? Major changes. The problem is because nobody tells the truth. Everybody's lying. We don't know the truth from a lie. But I do know this. This is my theory. Like Felicia said, everybody was good till they wasn't. And now people want to deny, the people that was just in his face want to deny they even knew this man, party with this man, or call this man their friend. And listen, I keep going back to his 50th birthday party. What Stevie J showed us the video. His 50th birthday party, and you're talking, I think he's 55 now. He just turned 55. So 5 years ago, 40 something years ago, wherever you want to call it, we could call it 5 years for speaking purposes, right? 5 years. His 50th birthday party, everybody was there. He didn't just turn a monster within the 4 years after his 50th birthday party. And I'm willing to bet money 10 toes down. If that CNN video never came out with Cassie, if Cassie lawsuit was never put to light, they would still be partying with Diddy to this day. That's my thought. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. If you did not hit that like button on the way in, hit that like button on the way out. Good night and goodbye, everybody. See y'all tomorrow.
Do not cheat the diva. We strike.